One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Mackey Stadium in Reno, home to the Nevada Wolfpack. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Boise State Broncos, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Nevada Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Broncos will kick it away to start. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Nevada's offense will get first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Give to the running back. Crosses the 45. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some room.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Jones wants to throw it. Hauls it in. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Nevada. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. So Boise State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of it.
Breaks into the open. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short game. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coach coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Brown will throw it. Gets it out quickly. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Terry fighting off the defender. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Finds his man. It's Marshall. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Broncos, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. This time they'll go to the running game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Broncos! They put the 1st points on the board. They can use this 1st score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that 1st score now.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7. Turning it on! He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. On the ground, it's Hayes. That'll be enough for a Nevada 1st down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Right back to the well. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Handoff to the single running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Jones to throw. Intercepted. Looking for more room. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll do it himself. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? They'll send out the kicker here. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Knight. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third.
There he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the move, it's Gaines. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Leaves it with the running back. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll try to just keeps moving. Big pickup on the ground and territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Catch in the middle, it's Bates. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Nevada needs to convert on 3rd and short to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Still on his feet at the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Nevada comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Makes the grab, it's Brown. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver.
Oh, he's got some space. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Averill. Here comes the heat. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hey, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the grab on the right. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Fires into traffic, picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Averill. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Knight. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half.
Nevada set to kick off to start the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm.
Makes the grab on the big throw. Flying out to the left. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boise State. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Averill. It's complete to the right. Nice pick up there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback extends the play. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. The Wolfpack will get the 1st down. They needed less than a yard, didn't hesitate, didn't think about the field goal, probably a little long for that, but they get the 1st down.
And now that you've got it and a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. You're sort of in that...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the...
Turning it on! He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Broncos! He got a step and just dusted the field. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
27, Nevada, 13.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Wolfpack trying to dig deep into the playbook on this 3rd, and he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Here's the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down, 10 yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Brown will throw it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Broncos have their offense in high gear. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man on the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Dropping back, it's Averill. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw again. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Nevada comes to the line facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Brown. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now first and 10 from the 43. On the run, it's Jackson. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Nevada kept it on the ground to pick up that last first down. Let's see if they can generate some more in the run game. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Brown. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Nevada going for it on fourth down. Let's see what they call to open this final period. Trying to keep this drive alive. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter, with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their 3rd sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Nevada comes to the line after getting the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Boise State 34, Nevada 20.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Brown will throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Gaines. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Terry. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marshall. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Broncos are on the move. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Bates. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Makes the catch. It's Burks. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on second and short. Throwing right. Intercepted to stop the threat. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Looking for a gap. It's Gaines. There he goes. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Broncos come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Off the play fake on first down. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Brown. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looking for a man. It's Averill. Got his man. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Walters. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's looking to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports who's motivated for these games. So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.